CNN reported on April 14th that new satellite images showed what could be North Korea's biggest warship ever, possibly more than double the size of anything in leader Kim Jong-un's naval fleet. Images taken by independent satellite providers Maxar Technologies and Planet Labs on April 6 show the ship under construction in the water at the Namco shipyard on North Korea's west coast, about 60 kilometers southwest of the capital, Pyongyang. Analysts say the pictures show ongoing construction of weapons and other internal systems of the ship, which is likely a guided missile. Frigate FFG, designed to carry missiles in vertical launch tubes for use against targets on land and sea. The FFG is approximately 140 meters long, making it the largest warship manufactured in North Korea. CNN further said that the Kim regime has been engaged in a rapid modernization of its armed forces, developing a range of new weapons and testing intercontinental ballistic missiles that can reach almost anywhere in the United States. The push for modernization continues despite UN sanctions that severely restrict access to the materials and technology needed to develop such weapons. Analysts are of the view that North Korea's closer ties with Russia since the beginning of the Ukraine war could be helping North Korea overcome the UN sanctions. Kim Duk-ki, a retired South Korean admiral, claimed that Moscow may have developed the technology for the frigate's missile systems, according to a 2021 report by the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency DA. North Korea's Navy comprises approximately 400 patrol combatants and 70 submarines. While the sheer number of Kim's vessels is impressive, most are outdated and relatively small. The DI report said the North Korean Navy would largely be reduced to coastal defense in any conflict with South Korea or the United States, both of which have vastly superior naval forces. To overcome these challenges, the North Korean leader has been pushing to modernize his naval fleet. North Korea is also developing submarine-launched missiles and the subs to carry them. Pictures of the above-mentioned vessel also appeared in a report by state-run Korean Central Television, released late last year on the ruling Workers' Party's end-of-year plenary session. The images showed Leader Kim inspecting the ship's construction. The images in the KCTV video show the warship could have the kind of weaponry possessed by modern navies, including vertical launch cells that could be used to fire a variety of missiles. Analysts also noted the ship seems to be set up to have phased array radar, which can track threats and targets more quickly and accurately than previously displayed North Korean capabilities. Despite those indications of advanced war-fighting abilities, analysts urge caution in making assumptions. In an interview with CNN in March, South Korean lawmaker Kim Byung-ki, a member of the National Assembly's Intelligence Committee, questioned whether Pyongyang has the technical ability to build an advanced warship or the infrastructure to support it. However, the retired South Korean admiral was cautious about not underestimating what the final product may look like, especially its lethality. If North Korea equipped the new frigate with a hypersonic ballistic missile it claimed to have successfully tested in January, that will cause a game-changing impact in the regional security. After reviewing satellite images for CNN, Carl Schuster, a former U.S. Navy captain and Hawaii-based analyst, said it's likely that a year or more of work remains before the new North Korean warship can begin sea trials. This ship's construction is being delayed by the lack of the superstructure, sensor, and weapon systems intended for installation. Schuster added. However, another South Korean lawmaker, Yi Yong-byeon, said the ship under construction at the Namco yard is only one example of Kim trying to modernize his navy. A nuclear-powered submarine is under construction at a shipyard in the North Korean port of Simpol, and another frigate or destroyer is in the works in Chongjin. You added. The United States has reportedly assigned the designation KN-35 to North Korea's newest close-range ballistic missile, or CRB. The move, confirmed by South Korean military sources, marks the first newly designated North Korean missile in this category since the emergence of the Korean 23K and 24 Saishin 25 series. According to reports in South Korean media, the U.S. shared the KN-35 designation with Seoul following a series of test launches beginning in April 2022. The new missile closely resembles South Korea's KTSM tactical surface-to-surface missile, earning it the nickname North Korean Catsman. Pyongyang is believed to have conducted at least 5 test launches of the system, the most recent in March 20th, 25. The latest revelations include additional new code names. The enlarged version of the KN-35 is now reportedly called 1030, and a mini-submarine launch ballistic missile, or SBM beam, has been labeled 1033. That all 3 missile types are believed to be platforms capable of carrying North Korea's tactical nuclear warhead. Wasan, 31. In August 2024, North Korean state media reported that 250 mobile launch vehicles for the new tactical missile were handed over to frontline military units during a public ceremony in Pyongyang. Satellite imagery and internal assessments suggest the deployment is ongoing and could support hundreds of launch-ready systems. Each launch vehicle is believed to carry 4 missile tubes, raising concerns among U.S. and South Korean officials about the potential volume of a sudden saturation attack. Analysts warn that the missiles can travel at low altitudes, under 30 kilometers, and reach targets within approximately 150 kilometers, complicating interception efforts. The KN-35, like its predecessors, is not publicly acknowledged by name in South Korean defense white papers, which refer to these weapons by type or origin. However, U.S. officials continue to use the KN nomenclature for internal classification and allied coordination.